Would you recommend someone move to Japan in 2021?
From where?
Well, let's say anywhere, but specifically America.
Yes.
From America?
Move
Okay.
from America.
So you recommend coming to Japan?
1,000 trillion zillion percent. If there was a situation where you could get out of that cesspool and get here, but Rikito, Biden won. Yeah, but all the problems are still there.
Right.
Um,
So you're a fresh college kid in America,
yeah.
or Canada, or
Yeah, whatever.
anywhere. Let's say
Canada-
any country.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about coming to
Canada's
Japan. Should you come? Is the experience going to be worth it?
Right now,
Yeah.
2021. Well, it'll be 2022 probably by the time people who wanted to come here who hadn't decided.
Well, that is the thing about Jet and Interact is that like on Interact you can come very quickly, but on Jet it takes like an entire year to.
That's a big bad thing about Jet.
Yeah, it's like 8 months application.
Because if you want to become a lifer, a unicorn
Yeah.
beyond, right, in Japan, breaking contract early is almost necessary.
Okay.
In your 5th year in order to get a real job.
Right.
Because the hiring season is in January.
Okay, but everyone starts in like April, right?
But you
you
would
gotta
finish
get the
your
hired
you would
first.
finish your contract around September. So that means you would have a 6-month period of time that you can't get a job in Japan, generally speaking.
Okay.
Yeah. That is the one big negative of
So
non-dispatch.
you recommend you're like 100% come to Japan
Yeah.
in 2021. Let's pretend that the
Well, I'm
pandemic's
Japanese.
gonna be finished in like
It's
2 months or
crazy.
something, like right?
Yeah.
So what is some advice you'd have for new people in Japan? Like, what do you do in your first few months? Like, what is something you have to do, something to avoid, something like that?
Try to keep your country's problems with your country.
Yeah, I could see that.
A lot of people
do.
come here and they project a lot of the feelings that they have, but you have to understand Japan is a different beast.
Uh-huh.
I do this, so this is me talking to myself too.
Yeah.
Like, I will come in and I will try to, like, guns blazing, this and that, women's rights, trans rights, LGBTQ, et cetera,
There's been a lot of drama in that front in Japan, like very recently. As I remember, there was 2 stories.
Yeah.
So there was the story of a 6-year-old man who was arrested for going into a woman's bathroom. He said it was because he needed to use the bath, like he was going to explode or something, basically.
Yeah.
But he had this like whole long, like he tried going to like the police bathroom first, and then he couldn't go to the restaurant's bathroom or something like that. Then there was another one where there was a man who was he bought a wig, and then he wrapped himself up in a towel. And he went to the female onsen. But there's like, it's not necessarily that he's trans. It's that some people are saying that it's just he's trying to be like a pervert.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the thing, but like I was looking at the comments on like the Japan Times or something, and there's like people saying like it's like classic Japanese like perviness versus like this is just some trans guy or something. I don't know what the actual case is.
That's a big problem though, because I think trans rights and LGBTQ is very important to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I
everyone
mean, it's
else-
like in the back of your stream,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's very important to me. But the way that I approach that conversation in Japan is not the way that I approach that conversation in the United States.
Right.
Because you got to be a lot more gentle here because the groundwork isn't here yet.
Right.
And especially with women's rights and sexism, it's something that the groundwork isn't here. So you have to build it and then build that rapport and then discuss if you really want to win hearts. And I think that's something that's some advice that I would give people. Additionally, it's not an anime.
What? You telling me what? I just
Oni-chan. No, it's not. It's not an anime. It's not an anime.
Wow, man. Like, this is gonna be. I'm changing my channel. I'm gonna go back to New Zealand.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
this
sorry.
is like. What is it? Sheep Adventure? I don't know.
Sheep.
Sheep Adventure.
Yeah. No, but that's a big thing. It's not an anime. People are human. They're just people here. And
Yeah, like,
not everybody's into anime.
That's actually kind of interesting. Like, what is something you expected about Japan that, like, what is something you expected but did not live up to your expectations, or something that's completely different when you came to Japan for the first time? Because, like, when I was coming out of university, I was kind of like, you know, typical like gamer guy or something. Like,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna like spend all this time in arcades
Technology.
and like the technology.
Technology was
Yeah,
not
like,
where I thought it would be.
Like when I was a kid, like because I came to Japan as a high school student, as a high school exchange for like
Really?
2 weeks.
I didn't know that.
No, just for like 2 weeks, right?
That's pretty cool.
But then like I was like going to like the arcade and we were playing all the games and it was super fun, right? The only game I actually ever played was air hockey because I really like the air hockey games. Especially in Japan, they're really good.
Yeah, there's like tons. They like do that like
but like the rest
multi-ball.
of it's like there's like one air hockey table and then the rest of the thing is like those gotcha like prize grabbers or whatever.
UFO
catchers.
catcher. Yeah.
Those are terrible. Like I never go to an arcade in Japan, and in fact, I actually hate. No, I don't hate, but I never play Japanese games. Like I
I
feel
love
like
beat games, so
well, the Taiko game is. I like that one. I will say that.
Tatsujin.
Yeah, that's a good
pretty
game.
dope,
But like I thought I'm gonna be going to the arcade every day. I'm like gonna be there all the time. Like actually in Omihachiman, you know the Toriki building used to be like an arcade.
Really?
Yeah, it was like one of those like not round one, but you know like the kind of like what is it, Taikyo Center or something? Taito Center, yeah. But I think Japan's a nice country.
I just
think
Okinawa,
that
though,
the work culture's bad. That's my biggest like criticism of Japan is the work culture. Like the over hours, like
Zangyo.
yeah, it's like it's not how smart you work, it's how hard you work here.
No, it's how hard you look like you're working.
That's true. The shuffling of the paper is a big problem.
You shuffle a lot of papers here. If you're in that. Luckily, I think better minds have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's actually a new drama. It was called like Zangyo wa zettai shinai or something. Like, I will not do overtime, and that's the theme of the show.
I love the name of Japanese. Like they really like oh my god, I'm not gonna do overtime, and my like boss is also my brother-in-law or something. And
But
it's like
he's a lizard man, and
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's like
It's like there's a whole paragraph. It's
Oh
great.
my
I like
God.
those titles are great.
Okay, well that's good though. Yeah, come to Japan. It's worth it.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think that's all the topics I was going to go over actually.
Is there any other ones?
No, I think it's actually.
I love just sitting in front of a camera and talking.
It actually works out really well. Like,
I hope this translates to content though.
is this good content?
I mean, like if there's enough to make a good 3-minute video.
Well, that's it for our discussions about living in Japan. Let us know what you think below. There's also a secret episode hidden somewhere in this series with all the spicy takes. See if you can find it. Back to more travel coming up. Until the next one, peace.